All right, guys, I think this is recording. This is going to be the first video from the new computer. And somebody commented saying we should do a real estate update. And I agree. I was actually on a bunch of phone calls with some of my investors, business partners, and real estate agents that I know, a bunch of various calls. And there is something interesting happening in the market. So I'm going to get into that. If you guys are new, what we cover here, I'm mostly stock market, but anything really, I guess now it's just more news related, anything finance. So gave a subscription. I don't know what to say right now. I want to talk about this, and I'm getting, we're gonna have a stream tomorrow. We stream the stocks trading, but I know the market's gonna be closed, but we're gonna have one tomorrow. So this is the real estate update for January. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with kind of how it's been, and also if you don't know about real estate, I actually am going to have some big news, kind of like the free stock trading course. And check that out if you haven't. We're going to have a free real estate course. It's free real estate. But so if you guys aren't familiar, this is important because I think it's kind of going to reflect the stock market as well, too. So for you guys interested in the stocks, I'm going to show you guys some charts. I want to show you local sales in certain areas. We're going to talk about certain geographies, and I'm going to show you the only metrics we have available. Next week, we are going to get existing home sales. That is actually data we still have available during the shutdown, and that has been kind of the latest update I've given on the real estate market, was that the government has shut down, so we do not have the same reporting and data that we did. Really, it stopped around November, so that is interesting. But essentially, the market has been slowing down since 2018. Really the outlook for 2019 wasn't that good. We haven't got really all the data for 2018, December, and comparing the holiday season. The Fed says it wasn't that bad. It seemed comparable, but a lot of people were kind of worried. Now, this is where I want to talk about it because, I've been getting a lot of updates from Redfin. I've been seeing houses sold. A lot of agents have contacted me. It seems that we're actually getting a pickup. So this could be somewhat good news for you real estate agents and real estate investors. Honestly, I'm surprised. I am surprised, but I'm not. If you go see my other housing forecast I talked about, this is something that I said I didn't expect it to go down too much. I expected it to hold, but sales are actually picking up somewhat. Estimates are kind of moving up, and that is one thing, though, you got to be careful of, because I saw the estimates on some of my own properties on Redfin and Zillow, they went up. However, the problem was, I had some of those houses listed and they weren't selling for 20, 30 grand below the estimate. So you got to be careful with that. Whereas, but we are seeing an increase. And I'm going to show you guys that. Really what I'm going to show you is through some of the houses, the areas. We're going to go look at it on Redfin. There's some ways to take a look at that. But in general, what's going on? Sales are slightly picking up. And then I want to look at mortgage applications. And I think we're going to start here because I've talked about this, and this is data that we actually get, again, despite the government shutdown. But the thing about mortgage applications, reading this chart, it's a lot more different than reading your pending home sales or existing home sales. It's not comparing month over month. This is literally, I believe, every 2 weeks. In the week ended. Yeah. So I think it's every week. So you're getting 4 of these every month, as you see. So it's letting you know week over week change. So again, this is important because as you see, since December in the applications till now, the last 4 weeks, it was dropped 5% from an increase, unchanged, dropped 8%. So this wasn't good, but now it's showing the last 2 weeks of January so far have been increased. It increased 23% from a decrease of 8%. And again, since you're going month over month change, it's hard to really see the overall trajectory. But if you do watch in short-term bursts, if we kind of see it do what it's doing here and not too many declines, if we don't see a huge decline here, you're seeing a velocity. This is a velocity indicator. And that's what I'm saying here is that we're seeing it pick up, and that's why I'm seeing the estimates going up. I'm seeing people now. My buddy, I might get him on a call tonight. He's the guy who's in my other video. He just purchased that $3.9 million whatever condo in Manhattan. We were roasting on him, but literally 3 more condos just sold in his build. That's what he was telling me, and he's like, the prices are selling for more and more. So we're seeing velocity. We're seeing mortgage applications pick up, and it makes sense kind of with the rates. Rates have shot up, came down. There's a lot going on, but the fact that we're seeing this pickup now, it's seeing what happens from here, and does it continue? And now that's where I'm looking at, is that if this does continue, this is showing, last 2 weeks, all throughout January, it's been growing and growing. It's going at a fast rate. So we'll see if it goes down or not. But if it does, and this starts to open as strong, first 3 months, this could be good. And I think now, if the two scenarios are real estate goes to show, kind of like a 2001 scenario, 1999, even real estate prices through the 90s, it just kind of gets, irrational in the sense real estate really does hold its value despite whatever, and that this could be a bright spot. I don't want, it's so funny because I went from under risking it to then, oh shit, we get panicked now. Now it's kind of like, okay, now it's getting bearish, but now it's very easy to get optimistic, but I don't want to get all over the place. But again, looking at the scenarios real estate has played out, I don't think it's going to get a 2008 scenario, but we've seen slowdowns, some metrics have showed that, but now we're seeing it behave like 2001 or houses in the 90s. So we're going to see if it holds up, if real estate prices do, but I'm thinking that this next 3 months into real estate, if this first quarter is strong, it's going to be able to tell us a lot about the market, and this is a good sign. So again, and just like the stock market, that's usually what happens, is that the first few months, the first few weeks of the market, or the year, or even that first month of the year, first month or two, really dictate kind of how things are going to go. So I'm excited to see where that picks up, what we're seeing, the velocity. Now, when you go to your local areas, I want you guys to check out just the local sales. I've been seeing in LA, the sales have slowed down. Now, this is now where the issue is coming into play, because I'm seeing prices go up, or prices are staying kind of the same. But in demand, again, that's why I need the demand, because the issue has been, even without the demand, prices haven't gone down too much and people haven't budged. So we're seeing, as long as that comes in, but I'm seeing in places like Hollywood, we could go, let me pull up just a random property here. We'll pull up something like this, and let's find another one in like downtown. And that's something too. And somebody asked, maybe let me know how many of you guys are in Southern California, or maybe we should make a video on multi-units. But again, we're going to have a lot more. I have a lot of, I'm so excited for the real estate content we're going to drop for you guys. But looking here, there's certain areas that you're going to be, good investments in demand, and we want to see. But really, let's also check the outskirts of Los Angeles. Really, I want to go in a nicer place. We could check the rich spots, the higher. Let's go downtown. What do you got in front of me in downtown? Come on. We'll go downtown, Hollywood, outside. And I'm using Los Angeles. It's a big place. And quite frankly, Los Angeles is more of a expensive area. So let's take a look here. We'll just pick random stuff in downtown, and I'm trying to keep it at an affordable range, something in the middle that'll give us an average. But this is what I'm saying. I'm going to show you the basic metrics by the zip code that even like Redfin will pull up for us. So bear with me here. It's really quick, as you can see. For you guys who are new, you can see how this works. But and again, this metric, I'm doing this so you guys can see as a consumer. If you guys have real estate agents, if any real estate agents are watching this, please comment below with your area statistics. Is this accurate? And that's one thing I've been noticing, because this has been so far off, honestly, in the last few months. But now if it kind of comes back, it'll be good. But it's saying 48 homes sold in the last 30 days, median price of 1.2. That's good. But it's saying, this is somewhat competitive. It's showing a lot of these things are slowing down, but you're still seeing decent sales number. But but here only 3, and this is Paramount. That's like around, is that where Hollywood is? That, I don't know where that one, that's downtown. And where's this one? See, yeah, 1 sold even downtown. Well, that's like fashion district, but again, that's all you guys are. This is Los Angeles. The fact, I know it's small blocks, but again, it's not usually you pick up, here, this is a big area of Sherman Oaks, but only 48 homes selling in this zip code. You have to understand that's tiny. This is a really big area. From, you're getting both sides of the 101, but the volume has been slow. So again, prices and estimates, and that's what you'll start to see here. A lot of these charts, and this is what I'm looking for, these are different. And now we're seeing that divergence now, where the lists and solds were like coming down. It seems like they were selling high, but people were listing low. Now it's going to catch up, and I'm seeing this trend all around. But we're going to start to see if this does pick up, if houses start to keep selling higher and higher, and we get over this kind of low list and this little bump here. It's going to be really good. But I think it depends on the areas and all that stuff. But I'm going to leave it there. But pretty much what we're looking for, a strong 2019 this first quarter. It has been doing better. It's picking up better. So I'm going to be excited to see how all that plays out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I'll leave it there. I love you guys. Stay in school. Peace.